This prayer has 3 parts in Psalm 51. There's a lot of beauty here, and this psalm is like a really treasured psalm for a lot of us. Like when we sin, we come to it. I don't want to cut out any parts of it that you find valuable. I just want to highlight and draw your attention to 3 things, 3 ways you can pray. Way number 1, when you've sinned, when you need to confess, here's the first thing you can say. And by the way, there's nothing magical about this. I'm not giving you like a secret formula that, if you say this, God has to do something. I just want to put words in your mouth that expand your imagination. Here's way number 1. The first, if we're going to be people who confess, if confession creates connection, what's one way we can confess that gets at this? Here we go. Word number 1. God, I sinned when? God, I sinned when? And then just say what you did. God, I sinned when I lied. God, I sinned when I lashed out in anger. God, I sinned when I behaved in a way, in a sexual relationship that you've said is not good for me. Now, what are you not saying there? You're not offering justification. And the reason I did that is because, God, I only did that because I was under a lot of pressure. No. God, I had a really bad attitude because my kids are awful. That's called blaming. In the Kidder House, we have a saying. Do you know how to spell blame? Be lame. You cannot confess and blame. There's something really beautiful about this. We can't do anything to purify ourselves, but we can participate in our purification. How do we do that? By just ownership. David, this whole time, has not taken responsibility. He's sending people, he's doing it. He should be the one out there, but he's not. What do we see now? We see change, because what's he doing? He's taking ownership. And ownership starts with just telling the truth. Why? Because God delights in truth in our inmost parts. Now, I just want to say, you're like, well, how do I know if I need to confess this? We confess sins. We do not confess mistakes. All right? If it's a sin, if it's something that just because you feel like hiding it doesn't necessarily make it a sin. Let me give you some examples. I forgot my anniversary. That's not a sin. I didn't actually forget my anniversary. It's April 18th. I forgot my anniversary. That's not a sin you need to confess. That's a mistake you made that you can say sorry for, but it's not a sin to confess. Oh my goodness, I hit reply all on this email, and I sent an email to everybody and had sensitive information on it. I feel terrible. I want to hide. Nope, that was a mistake. We confess when we step outside of God's boundaries for what flourishing looks like. Our actions, our attitudes, our thoughts, our behaviors that are outside what God has called good. Then we confess. And we do it without justification. We do it without excuses. We just tell the truth. See, one of the beautiful things about that really confusing verse, let's go back to it in a second. This is that really confusing verse. Verse 5 and 6. I was born a sinner, yes, from the moment my mother conceived me. A lot of theologians have heard that and go, what is he talking about? Is he saying like he was an illegitimate child? He was in sin from when his mother conceived him? What he's talking about, I believe, is he's saying this. Sin just puts your mistakes in front of your face, and everywhere you look, that's all you see. He's saying my whole life has just been colored with this experience of sin. This is a Hebrew poem. Hebrew poetry is a lot like going to a museum. Some of us go to museums and we're like, cool, the Mona Lisa. Oh, wow, another Monet. And we just keep walking. Other people just stop and stare. And then when they leave the Monet, they're like, I understand Wall Street. Like, what? That's what Hebrew poetry is like. The more we sit and ruminate on it. A lot of Hebrew Bible scholars who study this thing, I don't think David's talking literally. I think he's saying this, man, sin is a weight that we carry, and it feels like we've carried it from birth. But confession does this. Confession, you delight in honesty in my inmost parts. It erases that weight. It makes us people of integrity. See, sin and shame say like, man, I should have known better. All the things. Confession in that moment transforms us, makes us people of integrity.